Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My top 5 luxury recommendations to start to a collection or add to a collection that you may not already have. If you're new here, I'd like to say thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. All right, so to start things off, let's start with perhaps the smallest item. And it may be one that if these videos are a normal category of your viewing pleasure, you've seen before. And that would be the Louis Vuitton key holder. So this one is specifically the 6, and what I just want to start out to say is that I've used this item every single day since I purchased it. It's definitely been well worn and I don't regret it at all. I think a lot of people debate over the key pouch or clay and the key holder. The reason I love this so much is the flexibility that it provides, and both the clay and the key holder provide similar features, but they're slightly different. The clay basically is a little pouch that you can put your cards in. Most Louis Vuitton bags have the holder in their bag, so you can just click it in. For example, I used to actually use it when I was in college in my Neverfull, so I could quickly, when I'd be taking the subway, I could quickly just get my Metro card out of the clay. Actually had it repaired 2 to 3 times because when it was in my bag, the chain actually broke off. For purposes of carrying your keys, it doesn't actually protect your keys unless you're physically putting the keys in the clay. It won't protect it. So a lot of people would just hang the clay on their keys and, you know, it would have their essentials. But I think as you start to expand a collection, you may perhaps have leather-lined bags. And with leather-lined bags, you need something to actually encompass the keys to protect them from ruining the interior lining of your bag. That's where this comes in, and that's why I do think this is the better of the 2 options. It is extremely versatile. It's compact enough to fit into virtually any bag that you put it in, and it's also a decent enough size to fit in your hands to allow you the capability to go completely hands-free if you needed to. That's specifically why I've chosen the 6 ring. This one just adds a little bit more room to allow for cards to fit in the back. I've heard people say they don't like this feature because the cards in the back make it harder to close and something like that. I live in New York, so pickpocketing and identity theft are pretty high here. What I like about this is I can actually go completely hands-free. I can just put my license and a debit card in the back and I can just go to a store. If my wallet were to be stolen, they wouldn't be stealing absolutely everything that I had. So I'm big on, it's so sad that I have to say this, but I'm big on kind of separating where I keep my cards. That way you don't lose everything if that unfortunate event were to happen to you. And it doesn't even have to be stolen. Sometimes you could just mistakenly drop something wherever you're going, and it's just nice to know that, okay, I can just call my credit card companies and cancel them, but at least I have my license and my debit card. All right, so moving along to the second luxury item that I recommend, and this one will go up a little bit in size, and that is a catch-all. So I actually have 3 options to show you today. Obviously, I'm recommending you choose one, but I have 3. So the first is this one. They're all from Louis Vuitton. This is the smallest, this is the medium size, and then this is the large size. Depending on the size of the bag I'm carrying, I will utilize one of the 3. Basically, the purpose of a catch-all, compartmentalize. So I usually use these to carry hand sanitizer, lotions, a lipstick maybe, compact mirror, perfume. I use this one for my smaller bags. This is a very popular item from Louis Vuitton. It holds enough, but it definitely does not hold near as much as the other 2 that I have. These are cosmetic pouches. So the good thing about them is they're wipeable on the inside. So that's why I choose to put anything that could open and ruin or transfer, I tend to put in these. And I love that feature. I think it's important. I'm gonna suggest this one. I know that there is often difficulty attaining one for whatever reason. These come in a set of 3 different sizes. There's a smaller size, the medium size, which is this, and then the larger size. The thing, like I said, that I like about these two is they get wider as they go down, so they can actually hold a bit more than they look like they can hold. And I'm actually using this one today. I won't 100% go into what's in it, but you can just see that it's packed with quite a few things and there's still room. So I do definitely find this to be the best size, and I find it to fit in the majority of the bags that I use. A thing that I look for when I'm purchasing a bag or looking to add a bag into my collection is if it will be able to fit this. So my third luxury recommendation would have to be a luxury shoe. And I know, once again, that there is a lot of disagreement over luxury shoes because a lot of people think, you know, they're dirty, you wear them out on the street and they show signs of wear so fast it's not worth the investment. Totally understand that viewpoint. I love shoes. So of course I had to add a shoe. I had to think about this for a long time because I have so many shoes that I adore. I had to base it on functionality. Just gonna talk about one today. So I basically came to the conclusion that I would recommend the Gucci Ace sneakers, and I can talk about these all day. So they are extremely well worn, as you can see, and I love these. They're neutral. They go with anything. They can be worn with jeans, they can be worn with dresses in the summer, with shorts, with pretty much anything, with leggings, casually. Because they're white, they're that little like pop of color, and I just think they're so cute. I also love something that's understated, and I want to specify that because these are understated, and for some people they don't like that. Some people want to be seen and noticed for what they're wearing. I don't typically gravitate towards that look. The G's are perforated, so you really could not tell that these were Gucci. And because, again, let's see, the back has Gucci on it, but because it's gray, you can't really notice that it's a designer shoe. I'm recommending the Gucci Ace sneakers as a whole because they have such a variety of styles. If you are the person that wants to go out there and be known for those sneakers, they have those styles. I have worn these shoes to death. I wear them throughout the year. They're easy to clean. They require no break-in time. I bring them on vacation with me. They have seen many, many miles and they still look, to my standards, great. I wear them casually, so it doesn't bother me if they get a little dirty. I cannot say enough good things about them. I think that being a shoe lover, Gucci does an impeccable job with the quality of their shoes and the wearability and functionality of so many shoes that they've come out with. I definitely think that they are worth trying on. My fourth recommendation is going to be something a little bit different. And some people may not agree with my classification, but we'll see. The Dyson Airwrap. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking like, what is this girl talking about? But hear me out. I chose the Dyson Airwrap, and I'll just give you a brief look here. I'm sure if you've heard of this before, you've probably watched YouTube videos and know what it is. I chose it because of the definition of luxury. Buying a luxury item is buying an everyday item at a higher price or a higher premium. So for example, you can buy a Michael Kors bag for $200 to $300 and it will hold the same amount of things that a Chanel Jumbo will hold. It may even look similar, but you bypass the $200 bag and you buy the luxury bag at $6,000. That choosing and that ability to buy something at a higher price is how I define luxury. Dyson is a luxury. Whether you're talking about vacuums, the regular dryer, they have the air wrap, and now they have a straightener. You can buy probably a Hot Tool straightener for what? $20, $30, $40. The Revlon one-step dryer, $40. The Dyson is $500. That's a luxury. So that's why I chose it today. Why I think that it's a good investment is because this is a 2-for-1 in that it dries and styles your hair at the same time. I have zero patience and I am not skilled at doing my hair, and this works for me, and that's why I'm recommending it, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. It cuts the hair drying time down, and it eliminates the need to actually style your hair with a different tool. So it's very time saving. Since purchasing it, I really have not utilized any other hair tool that I have. All of these attach to the actual machine, and all of them are pretty easy to use, and it eliminates the need of other things. And if that's something you are interested in, I recommend it. All right, so if you're here still, thank you for making it to my 5th recommendation. And of course, I had to talk about a bag, and specifically a crossbody bag. I love crossbody bags because I love the functionality that they have. I love that they allow you to be hands-free, and they're just easy. They're a grab and go, throw on and go, don't think about it bag. Again, that's why I chose my 5th must-have to be a crossbody bag. For you, it may not be crossbody as your thing. A lot of people love the look of handheld bags. A lot of people like tote bags. Again, totally up to you. Choosing a bag that I actually have in 2 colors and I adore. It's one of these bags that I think it's a great entry piece. I don't think it's spoken about as much as it should be. And that is the Gucci Soho Disco bag. I adore this thing. This bag is so deceiving, and I actually remember when I went to Gucci to purchase it, I was actually, at the time, I was debating between the black and the red one, because the red one is beautiful. The SA had hinted that they were going to be discontinuing this bag, and they never did. So I actually bought this bag well before, I think now it retails for over $1,000, which is still a good price for what you get, and I'll go into that. I had bought it back when it was around maybe $800, I want to say. Excellent purchase, excellent. I'll tell you why. What I again love about this bag is that it is very hands-free. It holds so much. You can actually fit a full water bottle in here. It may not look it, but you can. And if you wanted to go more on the incognito side and not be, you know, shown as wearing a designer bag, the back actually has no indication of it being a designer bag. The logo is the same as the rest of the bag. Similarly to how I liked the Gucci sneakers for that understated look, that's what I like about this bag. Again, it's not for everybody, and I understand that. What I like to do is compare this bag to like a Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis. And what I think a lot of people may not realize, I have seen it quite a bit on the internet or in the store. I'll overhear it. Louis Vuitton bags are primarily canvas bags. Let's just use this for an example. This is all canvas, and the only piece of leather on this is this, all canvas leather. So who are paying upwards of $1,000 for a bag that is not primarily leather? This bag is leather. The strap is leather. The whole thing is leather. So if we're talking about an actual investment, because for some people this is an investment bag, I say go with this. Just because, I mean, facts are facts. You're buying a Pochette Métis where the top handle and maybe like the little leather tab on the front, that's the only leather you're getting on the bag, and it costs, gosh, now I think it probably retails for over $2,000. I just don't think that it is the best value for money. That's why I choose this bag. It holds everything. It's a great travel bag. Those are my 5 recommendations. I, again, thank you for making it to the end of this video. This is something I am passionate about. I enjoy watching these videos. I enjoy the variety of luxury YouTubers that are on the platform right now. So if you made it, thank you very much. Again, please feel free to leave your luxury recommendations in the comments. I am always interested to hear of others' preferences and others' opinions. So once again, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for choosing to spend a little bit of it with me.